Hi everyone, just a quick video how I share how I brightened up the inside of the orange. So the first layers was a little bit of orange mix, and then just to brighten it up I use a transparent yellow just to lift up that orange and to make it pop. And for that I want to obviously leave the bottom layers of the orange that I already painted to shine through these top layers. So I don't want to go over the whole orange with this yellow. I want to create little segments that we normally see in an orange, and by doing it this way I still want to keep it as loose as possible. I found that this created beautiful little markings on the orange, and it made it look like tiny little segments that I painted on the orange with this tip of my brush. I still want to leave most of those highlighted sections where I removed the masking fluid as white as possible. I might go over it at a later stage with a very watery orange or yellow, but for now I just want to leave it as white as possible. So I'm very careful, and I'm just adding in all of these little details with the tip of my brush in and around those little white parts of the masking fluid that I removed. And for most part of this video I use the tip of my brush, where I just dab it on the paper, and you will notice I don't have a lot of water on my brush. I also don't want too much water mixed with the pigment, because I am creating all of these little detailed markings now. I don't want it to be too watery, so the consistency is medium to thick, and I'm still very careful not to go into all of those little highlighted parts. We will go back later and add a little bit more detail over the white parts, but not all over the whole white section. I will only go around the outer edge of the orange where it touched the white part of the orange. And this is the yellow that I use. It's quite a bright yellow, and I find it just beautiful with this, that I want to create these segments on the orange. I find that this color is absolutely beautiful. You can sit back and relax and just watch me add all of the detail, and hopefully this will come in handy one day when you want to paint your own orange. And you can see I'm just dabbing the brush in certain little sections around the white part of this orange that I mentioned earlier, where I just want to add a little bit of detail on so it's not too white. I'm quite happy with it. It already looks so realistic compared to what it looked before, just by adding in a little bit more detail. I'm now going to go over and I'm just going to dab my brush on the orange on certain little parts. Also, this yellow will just brighten up this orange that I added in earlier. So I still want to keep the lighter orange parts showing through the bottom layers. I'm just creating all of those little details that I can see. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon with a new video. The full step-by-step tutorial is available on Patreon. Thank you for joining us here on my YouTube channel.